simple.
No.
My mission is simple. Get you to the closing. Hey, I'm Ross. Welcome to Kuflik ABC. Welcome to the closing. There's always a good deal somewhere, and I promise to help you find it. Today, we're speaking with Hector Pinto, the senior sales executive at the amazing new project, the Nomad Residences, being built in Wynwood, one of the hottest neighborhoods in Miami. Welcome to Kuflik ABC, Hector. Welcome to the closing. Please tell us what makes Wynwood so special and why everyone is lining up to buy at Nomad.
How are you, Ross? How you doing?
Good.
Thank you for the invitation. I just moving my screen so you can see what I'm going to show you. Got it now?
Great.
Yes, Nomad is a beautiful building that is going to be ready by summer 2025. It's a pre-construction project of Relator Group. Relator Group is related to related companies from New York. This guy's been in business for 50 years, and now in Wynwood, they're gonna do the first residential building that are gonna allow short-term rentals. Also, you can live here permanently. They're gonna have a renowned hotel. It's a brand that's globally renowned, and we're gonna have a Michelin star restaurant and one of the finest restaurants, Italian restaurants on the bottom of the building. We have studios, 1 and 2 bedrooms. We're gonna have units from 600,000. We're gonna be able to be ready before the World Cup. So with that said, tell me more, Ross, if you want to tell me about the project, make a presentation, or just have a conversation with you. I have the images of a little video of 2 minutes in the back of this conversation where I'm showing a little bit more about the building, a little bit more about the amenities. It is the restaurant that I mentioned that is going to be in the bottom, the images that you're looking at now. Then we're gonna be the interior designers, the same people that did Four Seasons, Ritz-Carlton, Soho House doing the interiors. They're going to use the inspiration, the curation of the Nomad brand, and the unit is gonna come completely furnished and finished, and the entire building is gonna have like 15 different layers of designs that look like this, and the interiors of the units that comes completely finished and furnished, and also within the building.
It looks amazing. It looks. Can you tell us a little bit? Maybe start a little bit about the neighborhood, about Wynwood, and then just go all these amazing features that Nomad has that compared to many other projects that doesn't compare at all to anything that I've seen so far, or even your rental program. You can rent there, where I think 99% of the buildings in the area that they have rental restrictions. Is that correct?
That's correct. And to make this very clear, I want to show this map where you can see this is the Corridor Biscayne. Basically, it is a group of submarkets together where 70% of the developments in South Florida are happening now in this decade. So we are the pink area, and is considered the new hub of the city. And we are very close to the Health District, to Design District, Midtown, 15 minutes away from Miami Beach, the airport, and downtown, and Brickell, where the financial district is. And this is the building. It's going to be a low-rise building, only 9 floors, because in this area, there's a restriction of height. We're gonna have commercial space on the bottom. We're gonna have residential from 2nd floor to 8, all amenities on top, dedicated only for residents exclusively. We're gonna have also another restaurant on top of the building with a Michelin star designation. In this building also, there is a commercial space for sale in case one of your clients are interested on. And we're gonna be in the middle of 2 streets. One of them is going to be pedestrian. And basically the map that you saw is what you see in this image. This building is very close to everything. The public transportation, the Bright Line that is coming from Orlando is also very close by. They're gonna have a station bringing another 10 million people to this area where everything is happening. We're gonna have this finishes that you saw. As you mentioned, we're going to be very flexible use. Is the first building that can do this in this area, where 10 million visitors are coming a year. And basically, with that said, this is the first opportunity for somebody to buy in this area and take advantage of use your property and rent it when you're not here. You can do it through the platforms. You can choose to do it with a professional party to manage that for yourself, or you can even manage yourself if you decide to do this short-term rental property. It is a building that is done by the same people that did Brico City Center and the city, the same people that did Mandarin Oriental. Those architects are getting awards since, I don't know, 40 years ago.
You're all the top buildings.
Top buildings. And Related Group also use best services in these buildings, and that's why we're gonna have Michelin designation restaurants and bar within the building. We're gonna also have elements that are going to be expressed not just on the outside of common areas, also in the interior of the units that come completely furnished and finished with the same stylish that they have in London or Vegas, where they have hotels. This is going to be residential building, but it's going to be a flexible use, allow you to have an advantage over the other type of properties that they're not allowed short-term rentals. And obviously, because of that, the returns are going to be completely different.
I'm sure so many reasons why people are lining up to buy there. I see it looks like you have a rooftop pool and a rooftop bar.
We do, and just to talk more about the location that you asked me before, this is where we are right now. In this map, where the logo is where you are located. If you see where it's light blue, is the ocean. It's just 6 blocks away. And if you see there is a dot line in the middle of this map where it's dark blue, that is the bright line, the system that is coming from Orlando, Tampa, and Disney, bringing 10 million people to this area from Central Florida to South Florida.
You're less than 3 blocks away to the bright line.
Yes, and then all these points are points of interest that you can discover just walking distance. And where is the concentration of points on top after the highway that get you to the airport of Miami Beach, you have the Design District and Midtown. That is a very famous and well known area where you have Rolex, Prada, Hermes, all those stores, and it's just 5 minutes walking distance. Now,
one
in
of my
these
favorite
areas
in Miami, Design District, the Art District, Wynwood Walls.
Yeah, and something that is important is that in this Wynwood, that is the epicenter of art, they start doing the Art Basel. And the Art Basel attracts people to buy and sell art. And 70 galleries of art got built surrounding these walls where we have street art, the biggest concentration in US. And now today, last year, we have the statistics of 10 million visitors on these 40 blocks that is Wynwood. And that people spend about $550 million in businesses that are located here. But it's also not attracting only restaurants and bars and galleries of art. It's also attracting companies like Spotify, Blockchain, Live Nation. It's already a destination, and it has a projection to be more dense, like more density, like in Soho or Williamsburg in New York, to compare, but at the early beginning. So basically, this is another map where you see in pink where we are located within Wynwood, and all the squares and different shapes that you have in blue, they are in this right side are hotels, offices, retailers, and other buildings, residential buildings, but none of them are going to be flexible use. So this is the only one in this area that's gonna have the advantage of do short-term rentals. So that's one of the benefits. And have a brand and is going to be able to pay this in installments. So it's not that you pay it now. You have to, you commit the price, you separate a unit, you start doing the payments
How many
depending on the
units
payment
are
plan.
they building? Hector, starting to,
There,
how many units are they building?
there are 329 in total. And as you can
I
see
know
in this,
people have lined up to sign contracts already. What percentage is already in contract?
what I was about to say is that there, out of 329, we have 75% of those units already under contract. So if you see the deposit structure on your right, you see that they ask for 10% at reservation and 10% at contract. We are already in contract, so it's 20%. We can work something out so you can still split that. And then the next payment is going to be a groundbreaking. We're expecting to have that at the end of this month or next month on October. And another 4 payment of 10 is going to be due when we reach the top of the building that is only 9 stories. So it's going to take just about a year. So at the end of the summer 2024, you already paid 40% of this, and you wait another year for 2025, end of the summer, when the building is ready to deliver, so you can get a mortgage on that balance. And half of that 329 units, as you can tell on the square on your left, you have either studios, 1 bedrooms or 2 bedrooms. Half of them are studios, 1 bedrooms, and the other half are divided equally between studios and 2 bedroom units. So depending on where you are, you're going to be able to be facing northeast, and you're going to be able to choose a unit depending on what you like. And obviously, as I mentioned before, they come completely furnished and finished. This is a sample of your unit.
Now, it looks amazing, Hector, and you're right in the middle of everything, the epicenter of Miami. You got Messi, who just came on board there. You got the World Cup coming, like you mentioned. And I mean, what a lifestyle. And so only 25% remains. So that's why I'm getting so many calls and emails and text messages about people looking to buy there. We've got to done this before you're totally sold out.
I think it's not just those activities. Also, we have the Formula One, we have the Open, the tennis tournament, the US Open, the golf tournament. We have the basketball team. So this city is...
You got the Art Center downtown, right?
Yes, and we have the Art Basel, obviously, and everything that I mentioned before, the boat shows. So, and a beautiful climate, you know, we have a beautiful weather.
That's why I moved to Florida 20 years ago.
I know, and the rental trends then depends on that. So when you're going to calculate or estimate or do your assumptions of how much money you can make, or if you're going to have this rented or not, you have to take in consideration the statistics. And those are the statistics that are on the internet. So everybody can see them there. And the last 20 years, occupation being like 80%, even though that the last 3 years we've been over 90. But with that 80%, this hotel units, for example, that is where the information comes from, are making about $8,000 a month. So if you divide the 24 days, that is 80% of the 30 days. By you use that number to divide those 8,000, you're going to have about an average of 350 for a studio. That is compared to a hotel unit. So these are numbers that are real, that you can be more aggressive, more conservative, but at the end, you're going to be able to take advantage of the short-term rentals, as I mentioned before.
No, I know it's a beautiful place to live, beautiful place to live part-time, full-time, and like you said, rent them out with no restrictions. You got me sold, and you got most of my clients sold as well. Sounds great. Anything else you'd like to share?
No, I think this is the right moment to make a decision to buy something here. We still have the penthouse level to be released by the time that we start construction. And I think by that time, they're gonna increase prices, and so the prices that you get today are in a better position. So if you want to learn more about it, please ask Ross, and we can set up an appointment via WhatsApp, via Zoom. Or you can come to our
in
sales
person?
office that is just across the street of the site in Wynwood. So we'll be more than happy to have you here.
Listen, Hector, thank you so much. I just want to thank you. And I want to tell my audience, that was Hector Pinto, the Executive Sales Director for the super hot new construction being built in the Wynwood section of Miami called the Nomad Residences. And like Hector said, if you're interested in purchasing at Nomad or for more information, please give me a call at 631-532-9189 or email me at ross.kuflik@compass.com. And like I always say, remember, there's a good deal somewhere, and I promise to help you find it.
Thank you, Ross. See you soon.
You got it, Hector. Let's get moving.